Sorry for the delay. I'm playing the Animal Crossing version of Punch-Out, and during practice I turned the console off. And if you're familiar with Animal Crossing, that's a big no-no. So Mr. Rossetti caused a pretty lengthy delay for this run.
He was not too pleased.
No,
with
he
you.
wasn't having it. He was pretty upset. I'm something of a repeat offender.
Welcome everybody back to California-thon. We are live here from AOD inside
The Santa Clara Marriott. We are here with Zallard1, who's going to be playing a pair of games with one input device here pretty soon.
Yeah.
I'd like to mention that we're here for direct relief, and we're taking donations for them. Feel free to hit those. Because this is a very, very skill-intensive and focus-intense run, we will be receiving the donations, but it might be periodic between when we can read them, so just be patient with that. But Zallard, if you'd like to introduce your co-host and kind of talk about yourself a little bit, go ahead.
Alright, so I'm Zallard1. I speedrun both of these Punch-Outs, and this is my good friend Sinister1. He's quite familiar with the NES version of Punch-Out. He'll be doing some commentary while I'm doing this ridiculous thing. And,
Can you show them the controller also?
yeah,
Like,
alright,
just
so
hold
the
up
setup
they
for
can see
this,
what's going
we
on.
got a Wavebird and two Wavebird receivers going to a GameCube and a Wii. And, yeah, so I'm controlling both of these games with just this. So this might be a disaster. There might be dropped inputs. We'll see. Anything can happen.
It's gonna be fun.
Yeah.
Yes.
Alright, so let me know when you're ready. Alright. 3, 2, 1, go.
Yeah. Let's go. Alright, so one of the best things about this is that Glass Joe's intro music takes so long that Zallard can actually finish off Gabby J before he starts punching Glass Joe in the face.
It's pretty good.
So Gabby J is done, and now it's just Glass Joe, which this is a classic buffer strat. Zallard is the master of all buffer strats. He basically invented them. You're going to be seeing a lot of those in both Super Punch-Out and in Punch-Out, which this is the Punch-Out version. There will be no Mike Tyson, I'm sorry to say. So Zallard's going to be advancing the fights based kind of on what's going on in the other fights. So he's ready for Bear Hugger now. So he's going to go ahead and start that one.
So I'm not advancing that screen because Super Punch is meant to select on the NES version, and for Kaiser, you don't want to press select because it makes the fight a lot slower. Also, I got sub 17 on Bear Hugger, which is pretty nice.
Pretty nice.
Pretty good.
So from Von Kaiser, you're hoping to get a decent count here. Zallard doing the ultra technical fast strat as well. Very nicely done there. So if Zallard actually gets a good count here, an 8 count, he's going to have a good amount of time on Piston Hurricane. But first, this is a 1 count, so anytime you get a 1 count, automatic star knockdown. So we're hoping for either maybe like a 5 or an 8 count here on Von Kaiser. And this is going to be at least a 5. Ooh, the fake get up. That's good.
Oh, nice.
That's
so
perfect.
good.
That is absolutely perfect. So Hurricane's down, and then Zallard's able to easily, maybe not so easily, finish off Von Kaiser.
Alright, sure.
It should be
we'll
noted.
take that.
It should be noted that Zallard is playing with some input delay on Punch-Out, and Punch-Out is an extremely hard game, and adding input delay certainly does not help at all.
Yeah, both of these have a little bit of input delay compared to just playing on the original consoles, so it's an adjustment. Okay. I'm going to leave that alone for a bit.
Yeah, Zallard's going to kind of set up. He's going to get some stars here off of Piston Honda 1. He's pretty generous with his stars. You can manipulate the guards of the boxers in this game. So Zallard holds up, Honda will guard his face, and then Zallard's able to punch him in the gut, set up these 3-star punches. He got a little unlucky there, so he's going to have to kind of do a backup strat. Essentially, Honda has 2 variations that he can do, and he did the not-so-nice variation that we do not like. So Zallard's going to take his time with Piston Honda here. Honda's not going to get up on a 1 count because he has dealt damage, so this gives some time for Zallard to take on Bull 1. Fortunately, you can pause the game there. And then, without even looking, Zallard knocks down Bull. The no-look super punch. Alright, so Honda is down now. So we're going to hold off on Bull for a little bit there.
It's a long count.
Of course he gives the 8 count, why not? So you can see it just kind of advances just a little bit every time Zallard's throwing a star there. Because that's, well, you can say
so start and the star punch in NES Punch-Out are mapped to the same button, so...
And another wonderful buffer strat that Zallard came up with there, so you can perfectly counter the bull charge every single time. Buffer strats are just a set of movements that you do. You buffer the inputs so you can be like actually holding the button before Little Mac is able to do whatever it is, whether it's a punch or you can hold a direction if it's a dodge. And it just sets things up so that you're doing things frame perfectly. Okay, so Zallard does have to be careful on those some of those select screens also, because you don't want to like select the wrong circuit.
Yeah,
that would be
change a lot of fights in NES Punch-Out. Also, I'm waiting to start Bob Charlie at a certain time. Should be good.
So the most famous buffer strat of all Zallard found was that one, which sets up the frame perfect star on Don Flamenco 1. And let's just go ahead and finish off Don real quick and back to Bob Charlie.
Yep. Nice.
No buffer there, is just strictly timed out. Well done. So Don 1 is down for the count. Bob Charlie's almost done.
Nice. So Bob Charlie can dance around a lot if he wants to. So it's really, really fortunate that he just took that.
Yeah, that was nice.
Hit.
That was very nice.
Yeah. So speaking of luck-related fights, we got King Hippo over here.
King Hippo, good old King Hippo. You can only hit King Hippo when he opens his mouth, and there's no way to manipulate him into doing that. You just strictly have to wait for him to do it. So there's going to be a lot of variation in this fight. Commentator's curse. Yeah, he'd give the old 2 opens and then never open again. Alright, well the good news is that once you lose all your hearts, King Hippo will do this triple uppercut. So 120, not ideal, but there's nothing Zallard can really do about that. Just kind of got to sit back and take it. And Dragon Chain.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Fight!
This is just how it is, man.
This is the way it works.
I'm actually going to freeze that because Great Tiger is a fight that requires a bunch of start presses.
Yeah, so that means that Dragon Chan's going to be creeping ever closer to Zallard here as he unleashes all these stars. Or actually, he may be down.
9?
Oh, is he down for the count?
Yeah, he's down.
Okay, he's down for the count. Sorry,
But,
second.
yeah, I might as well get these inputs.
That's actually one of the hardest things to keep track of. I'm amazed that Zallard can remember who he's knocked down how many times. Like, it's so easy to lose track of that. Great Tiger, of course, getting up on a 1 count twice, which means 2 star punches. And he is down for the count.
Yeah, pretty good fight. For both of them, really. Like, I mean, I got bad luck on Dragon Chan, but it doesn't matter all that much. Just gonna make sure I get the dizzies. Like, the dizzies are so important.
There
Okay. All right.
Alright. That's one. With Super Punch Out, you'll notice it's like really the first knockdown is just very important. You want to set things up. I think getting hit in Super Punch Out also is a lot more punishing than getting hit in Punch Out.
So 17-second knockdown. I'm going to be pressing start twice each time. Oops. Oh.
Okay. That's alright. Zallard can recover from that.
That was an interesting recovery.
Yeah. I mean, he went down, so.
He did. That could go so much worse.
Bad things can happen. Believe it or not, these opponents are actually trying to punch Zallard. They're not just taking dives. So Bald Bull gets up with a lot of HP. Second knockdown, that's actually pretty good, 44.
Yeah, I don't have any stars, but it's not too bad considering the circumstances.
Yeah, Zallard can collect a star or two in phase 3 depending on how things go. And that'll help take care of Bull a little bit faster. Plenty of time. So Bull 2 won't do, or sorry, Bald Bull won't do his full charge until 2 minutes. So Zallard cleared that by quite a bit, as you can see. And we are ready to advance. So Sandman, Zallard will be able to take care of him while the cutscene is going on.
Yeah.
Punch Out here.
Fight!
Yeah, it's really important that the cutscene's going on during this fight because Sandman is the one fight in this game that gets big refills no matter what. At least for the third phase. Everyone else, like, the faster you beat them, the lower their refills are.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Fight!
Alright, so Zallard's going to be doing a buffer strat on Honda 2 here. Honda 2 is going to do a charge move at 1 minute. And if Zallard does all these inputs correctly, then he'll punch him in the gut, and that's going to be Honda 2. So it looks really weird what he's doing right now. This is actually the strat that we use in Blindfolded. But it works like a charm. So, and simultaneous knockouts.
It's a pretty good moment.
You always want to see that. Two opponents going down at the same time. Very nicely done. 13 is a really good time on Sandman as well. Alright, so the next fight is going to be another pretty random one.
I'm just gonna
Sure.
stagger these a little
okay.
bit
Yeah,
because I want the dizzy for Aaron because otherwise it's gonna be a pretty long fight.
Fight!
There we go. So Soda Popinski over here is fairly random, kind of like King Hippo in some ways. So again, Zallard's going to need to use 3 stars to take down Soda Pop, and you hope that he goes into his uppercuts. You also really hope that you don't get any drop inputs at this time.
Yes, that is a challenge that I noticed with this. If I drop any inputs, even though I'm holding down, Soda will uppercut me.
Yeah, and that is a problem. Okay, no drop input. Second knockdown. Soda cooperating very nicely. He can also throw hooks instead of going into that uppercut pattern. But he's being friendly so far. Let's see if that keeps up. Wow.
Nice.
Soda behaving himself.
Yeah.
55.
55
that's
is
an
that
excellent
would be a
time.
good one for a speed run.
Yeah, if you were doing like single segment attempts, you'd be very happy with 55.
All right, no dodges from Aaron. This is good.
This is shaping up nicely here.
Knockout!
Alright, so Bull 2, he actually is going to get up on 9 every time, as I'm sure anybody that's played this game knows. As a kid, you're just rooting for that one time where he gets up, where he doesn't get up, but yeah, he just always does. So this is another star-heavy fight here. So Zallard is having to advance things to some degree. it's going to be...
This could turn nasty really fast. Ooh, yes. Okay, good.
Okay, he set it up just in time. That's excellent. Wow. Very impressive. That was tight. That was tighter than it needed to be. Okay. So once again, a little bit of time to get up, so that helps Zallard out a little bit. That gives him just that extra edge.
Got like a lucky dodge that saves a couple frames.
Alright. So really nice full 2 fight there by Zallard. That's exactly what you want to see. 129. It's amazing that he's like getting these times that you get, single second runs, but he's playing 2 games at once.
Yeah, both of these times right now
yeah,
would be
both
good
these
for
times
speed
are
runs,
insane,
like world
right?
record attempts.
Alright, so Dawn 2 can be a bit of a tricky fight. There's a lot of randomness to it. The strategy is a little tricky, so let's see what happens here. Zallard getting a little bit unlucky with Dawn 2 right now. Okay. Got that knockdown just in time there. And back to Dawn 2.
That could be so much worse.
Yeah,
Like,
no. Zallard's fine now. He has 1 star, which you need. You can do a quasi-infinite combo on Dawn 2, which you will do in the 3rd phase. And you just go left, right. Left, right. Keep that up all day long until you throw your star punch. The double, again.
it's pretty good.
That's what the speedrun
It's
is
a
all
great
about,
moment.
folks. 2 opponents hitting the canvas at once. Very nice. Very nice.
So the cool thing about Sandman is you don't have to press the start button the entire fight, at least as long as you're in rounds 1 and 2.
Yeah, so Sandman is actually kind of a slow fight. It's usually the longest fight in the run outside of the final fight. So this would actually be a good time to read a couple donations if you'd like.
Sure, we actually have a donation here for $30 from the Shady Nerd. I totally forgot this was on until I was out of my 9-hour shift. I know what I'm doing for the rest of my weekend, and we're glad to have you here. Also, we're happy to have everybody here for Californiathon. Continue to get in your donations. We will be reading them as they come in. As I mentioned, this is kind of a really focused run, so we're catching them as we can. Just to let you guys know, we have a bunch of naming incentives that are still on the table for donations. You guys have been just destroying our incentive milestones, by the way, and we are getting very, very close to our next major milestone, which is $7,000. So keep those coming in.
Yeah, this is going around 2.
Yeah, so unlike the normal strategy that we use here, we normally take a knockdown from Sandman to do a faster fight. That's not really a good idea in this particular format. So Zallard is going to use yet another buffer strat, which allows him to do extra damage. Unfortunately,
Do you think I could take a knockdown? And it's tight. It's close.
I don't think so.
Okay.
Yeah, he'd have to. I think
If I selected by accident, maybe.
Yeah. Yeah, so Zallard was considering taking knockdown there, but the knockdown would have taken a long time, and it maybe would have given him a chance, depending on like how fast Sandman threw his triple uppercuts in the next phase. But I think he probably still wouldn't be able to get him. So he's gonna have to go to round 2 there against Sandman, which is fine. Sandman's very predictable in round 2. He's going to do his triple uppercuts quite a bit. Zallard get a pretty free knockdown right away, right off the bat here. dispose of Macho. Alright, so gotta mind the triple uppercuts. And getting hit there is actually not the worst thing. Zallard's got plenty of health, and he can kind of just do his bumper strat all day. Sandman is not going to be able to do a whole lot there. You can just goad him into punching by throwing those face jabs. Sandman here. There we go, the dodge. So it should be noted again, I mentioned that input lag earlier. That input lag makes it incredibly difficult to dodge Sandman's triple uppercuts. Which is why Zallard was getting hit. Alright. So we're gonna go from Macho to Macho. We'll have original Super Macho Man here. There's a lot of stars in this fight as well, so Zallard is going to have to advance. 4 hits, and then he's going to start getting stars.
The fake.
Not a very nice pattern for Macho. Really nasty pattern for Macho. Okay, Zallard made a good read there. He went into the mini spin.
I went back a circuit in the menuing.
Oh. Whoops. So Zallard can actually get out of this, thankfully. He had those funny inputs because of Macho trolling hard. Okay.
I'm gonna delete a file or something.
This is
It's gonna be
incredibly
bad.
complicated. So yeah, Zallard cannot.
Okay.
Okay, Zallard.
Let's get back in there.
He cannot pause Punch Out on NES, so he has to get special circuit selected. We're good. We are now okay. Disaster averted. Alright, that's the end of Macho. So we have special circuit going on over here. We're going to get a little bit of Narcissus Prince, who's a really random jerk. Nobody likes Narcissus Prince. Yeah, that's Okay, so the final fight over here is actually going to be against Mr. Dream as opposed to Mike Tyson. And the reason for that is because the contract with Mike Tyson had expired at a certain point, so they kind of put in this Mr. Dream character so they could continue making and selling the game. Contrary to popular belief, it had nothing to do with Mike Tyson's legal woes. It was more because he had actually lost the title to one Buster Douglas. He was no longer the champ. So the contract ended, and now we have Vanilla Ice over here to fight Zallard. Zallard got an incredibly fast pattern there. He's got a 101, which puts him in really good shape for a 1-1 TKO.
Yeah, I'm not even.
Wow.
Not even
Wow. Okay. So it should be noted, every one of those delayed punches that Zallard is doing on Mr. Dream is frame perfect. And I believe he hit probably about like 12 of those. And now he can just kind of dodge and punch. Oh, you're going to go for the frame perfect hits. Okay. Zallard showing off a little bit because he's got enough time. He could probably even take a hit and still get a round one here. This is just a clinic. Wow. Okay,
right.
round one with input lag, folks. With input lag. Yes, you can clap for that. You can clap for that. It should be noted that no one has ever beaten the final boss of a Punch-Out game, NES version anyway, in round one. This is the first time at a live marathon that's happened. So major props to Zallard 1 for doing that.
Yeah, so the rest of this is going to be like a normal Super Punch-Out run, except I'm in a weird situation because Hoy gave me some bad patterns, but... Oof. A different spot than I thought.
So Super Punch-Out's a little different. They allow weapons in this game.
Yeah, they just kind of... They're like, yeah, whatever.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
They allow kicks too.
Fight!
Oh, he's going to do the thing. There it is.
Nice.
I was
Nice
trying to
guy.
do that in the blindfolded one a couple
Right.
years ago, but I had fast gloves by accident because I couldn't see.
Okay. Alright, so the last two fights coming up here, we got the brothers. First up is Rick. Zallard can usually dispose of these two guys pretty quickly.
Fight!
One other thing, in case you guys didn't notice, there are two more fights in Super Punch-Out than in regular Punch-Out.
Yeah.
Thus why it takes a little bit longer. Otherwise, Zallard would have finished both games simultaneously.
If you get like crazy luck, you can finish them closer together, and I have done that, but it's a lot to ask for.
Fight!
Okay, so the final fight, it requires, at least for the speedrun strategy, to react to a certain positioning of the opponent's gloves. And with input lag, that makes that really hard, at least compared to playing this on a Super Nintendo. So I'll try what I can, but it's,
Fight!
yeah. This will probably be a long fight.
Yeah, it should also be noted the D-pad on these controllers is not exactly the friendliest for these games.
Hey, nice.
That works.
I'll take that.
Yeah.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Fight!
Very nice.
There's a buffer that you could do there, but I totally forget what it is.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Fight!
Okay.
There we go.
That's time.
There it is.
I really want to watch this back and see what menu shenanigans happened. 'Cause I was not watching that at all.
Yeah, Macho was not helping you out very much. in that
No, he
situation.
gave me some interesting patterns.
Yeah.
So yeah, I hope you enjoyed it. It was this started out as like a joke, and then Rom Scout was like, "You should just submit this," and that's what happened. That's why it's here.
Come on, EA! Come on, EA!
All right.
Great job.
So,
Thank you.
that was Zallard 1 playing both Punch-Out and Super Punch-Out at the same time via Animal Crossing disc. we got there eventually. Fantastic run, though. A lot of great moments inside of there. Just to let you guys know, we've been getting a lot of questions in the chat regarding the charity itself. We are here to benefit Direct Relief. Direct Relief is a charity that helps people who need it because of poverty, disasters, or many other types of emergency situations by quickly delivering essential medical resources. Direct Relief works with over 70 countries and in all 50 states of the United States. It also has a perfect 100 on Charity Navigator, which evaluates charitable organizations. Feel free to go ahead and donate on them. They do have a Twitter as well, which you can check out. I urge you to give. It's a very great organization, all right? We're going to be cutting to some breaks here. Once we come back, we are going to be up here with a short Mega Man block with Mega Man X2, followed by Mega Man 0. Stay tuned.